Hello there, Don here from the Patriot Media Group, our logo, and UnitedPatriotsOfMichigan.com. Coming at you with some current events and kind of our take on them. I want to talk to you today about something that's called geofencing and how that pertains to what's happening in the media today and how that especially pertains to electric cars. Now, what geofencing technically was developed for is it's something that they use GPS, they use your cell phone Bluetooth, and they also use RFID to radio frequency identification to determine where you are, and then advertisers can send you specific information about like their business, whether it be a marina or a restaurant or whatever. That's kind of a particular, they set up a perimeter around the business, and anytime anybody crosses over into that perimeter who has the criteria in their Google AdWords and their research through Facebook and through Google and through Twitter and through all the other places where they're siphoning off your personal information, anytime that you break that fence, boom, you're hit with advertisements. That's how they do that. I don't know if you're aware of that, but that's how and why you get those advertisements. But what I'm going to talk about is a little bit more sinister than that. Not that that is in and of itself sinister, but what I'm going to talk about is even more sinister than that, and this is how geofencing pertains to electric cars. Now, if you were to think about a fence obviously being around the perimeter of your property, but put that in relationship to an electric car. Now, an electric car has a range of about, let's just say, 350 miles. I know some of them have a lot less, some of them have some more, but let's just say average is about 350 miles. So that puts up a geofence around you of roughly 175 miles, because that means that you can go 175 miles out and get back 175 miles and get back before you have to charge your car again, unless, of course, you can find a charger that not only is compatible with your car, but can also charge you up in a time frame that would be convenient for you. So basically, that gives you in your personal life and your business life a range of about 175 miles. Now, they don't have chargers up on every corner like they do gas stations. So part of the allure and part of America's power is our freedoms. And one of our main freedoms is that we can just jump in our car on any given day and take off for a weekend. We can go up north, and we're in Michigan, so if you live in southern Michigan and you want to go to northern Michigan or the UP, you can jump in your gas-powered car, and you can do that because you could stop and get gas. But if you live in White Lake, Michigan, and you want to go to the Upper Peninsula, and that's a 450-mile trip, you can't go. Because not only if you have an electric car, you can't go because that's beyond the range of your car. And I'm pretty sure that you're not going to find any charging stations, or very few, somewhere in the middle of our state up here by, if you use the mitten. Let me see, backwards or forwards on the thing, but if up here around the middle finger area between the two fingers, you're not going to find an awful lot of chargers up there. And now something else that I've been noticing is that not only has California told the people that have purchased the electric cars that they can't charge them between 4 and 2 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon and 2 in the morning, but they can't charge them enough you get range, because a typical charge takes about 8 to 10 hours. So if you're plugging in your car at 4 o'clock in the morning and you got to leave for work at 7:30, and you work, you got a 100-mile commute round trip, you're not going to make it, buddy. And if you are, God forbid, you've got to take your kids and drop your kids off at school, and then you got to go to work, and then you got to come back from work and pick up your kids from school, you're not going to have enough charge in your car to make that. So that draws your geofence in even tighter. See, now what a lot of people aren't talking about is this is part of what the left and the elite want to do. is they want to restrict our travel. They want to have the control over where we can and cannot go. Now, I don't know if a lot of people are aware of this, but this is something that I've picked up on over the last few years, is that every car that's made, I think since 2010 or 2012, now has a kill switch in it. So they have the ability to go through some kind of a computer program and kill your car. Well, with electric cars, not only do they have a built-in kill switch, they also have the ability to take over and drive your car. So they can not only shut your car off, but they can steer you safely over to the curve or make you go someplace that you don't want to go. They simply override your car. They can take you directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. That's a Monopoly reference for you millennials and Gen Z that may not know about Monopoly. But sorry, I don't mean to be insulting, but it's just true. This geofencing thing is a huge issue because it's just one more little freedom that they're taking from us on a daily basis. You know, right now you can't speak against the government or you end up going to jail. You know, just recently they raided the home of, I think the guy was a teacher because he said something about the federal government. He's facing like 10, 12 years in jail. I'm not sure exactly, but if you know about it, put it down in the comments so that other people can pick up on it and maybe chase the story down. But it's just something that, to me, is kind of important, and it's just another reason why you're never going to see my ass in an electric car unless somebody else is driving it. It won't be mine. I like the freedom of being able to jump into any of my cars or my motorcycle and go as far as I want to because I know I can get gas. But, you know, they shut that power hub down, we're not going to be able to get gas. We're not going to be able to charge our electric cars. So, you know, in an essence, they do have control over us anyways, but hopefully it won't come to that. But geofencing is an important thing. Look it up, and it's going to kind of tick you off because the whole concept of geofencing is kind of rude because no matter where you go, you're getting inundated with all these specific ads that they know are about stuff that you like, which is not terrible, but still it's intrusive. You know, you're driving along, ding, your phone goes off, and you're thinking it's an important message from somebody you love or somebody that you care about, and or something that you actually, you know, is important, and you go to look at it and it turns out to be an ad from a submarine shop that's a mile down the road, or, you know, a fish restaurant or whatever the case may be. It's just intrusive. It's irritating. But that's what they do. They built this network. That's what, you know, Facebook, and that's what Twitter, and that's what YouTube, and that's what Google, and that's what all your free email companies, that's all the information that they scribe from you every single day. That's what they've been doing for the last 20 years. I used to work for Google. I used to work for an offshoot, and I used to write. I did web development for a few years, or a couple of years, not a few. And then I also did SEO and SEM, that's search engine optimization and search engine marketing. So I knew what's called Google AdWords. So if you had a website and you wanted to come up first in the Google listings if somebody was looking for flooring and you wanted to be first to pop up in a certain area, I could make it happen on your computer. Of course, the logarithms, they're changing all the time. That skill is still there, but it's changed quite a bit since then. But back then, it wasn't as sinister as it is now. Now you really don't even need to do a search. If you happen to mention on the phone that you're looking for something, have you noticed that lately? How if you're talking to somebody on the phone, or if you're sending an email, or if you do a Google search on something, that or even not even Google, it's also Microsoft Bing, it's just about every search engine. The only one I don't think that it works anymore, DuckDuckGo. But if you do a search, all of a sudden you're getting ads. Even if you go like to msn.com or yahoo.com, ads of something that you've been looking for will suddenly pop up, or something that you may have bought on Amazon. You know, all of this stuff is intertwined to a degree that is frightening when you think about it. It's absolutely scary. But geofencing is something that somebody brought up in a podcast I was watching, and I was like, that's incredible. I never thought about it that way. I had been giving a lot of thought about the range of the electric vehicles and what a inconvenience that is. But I never thought about the fact that they can actually keep you in a box if you've own an electric car. And they can kind of dictate how far you can go based on where they put those charging units. If they don't want you to go to Grand Traverse City, Michigan for the Cherry Festival, they're not going to have any chargers up there. You're not going to be able to get your car charged. Then what are you going to do? Just a thought. Anyways, that's it for me today. Y'all have a great day. Remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to smash the like button. If you're on Facebook, if it's on Rumble, please share. Give me another Rumble. If you're in any of the other platforms, share it, retweet, do whatever you need to do. Give us some love because we need it. That's it for Don from UnitedPatriotsOfMichigan.com and the Patriot Media Group. I'm signing off. I'll see you.